I'm unemployed, so we're going to solve another LeetCode problem. And today we're solving a pretty popular question, which is 67 add binary. And here's the problem statement. Given two binary strings A and B, return their sum as a binary string. And here's how I'm going to do it. It's a pretty easy problem. I'm going to give you a second to think about it, and we're going to get into the solution. Okay, so here's my approach to it. So we see that A and B are binary strings, and we have to return their sum. And the only way we can get the sum of those two is by converting them to integers. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to convert A and B to integers. So A as an integer is, or 1 as an integer is 3. 1 as an integer is 1. And 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Now, 4 as its binary string is 1, 0, 0. Which makes sense, right? Because the first position of a bit is 2 to the power of 0, which is 1. 2 to the power of 1, which is 2, and then 2 to the power of 2, which is 4. So our 1 is the third position is the only one that's 1. So we're going to put this approach and turn it into a solution. And here's how we're going to do it. So, firstly, we're going to convert these binary strings to integers. So, convert the binary strings. And we're lucky that in Python we have an inbuilt function that lets us do this. And that's the int function. So, here's how we're going to do it. We're going to create a new variable for our integer format of a. So, aInt is equal to int of a comma 2. So what this does is that it basically takes the a binary string from a base 2 and turns it into a base 10. Okay? Same for b. So bInt is equal to int of b comma 2. Right? So now that we converted the binary strings to integers, next step is to add them together. And then finally, we have to get the sum and turn it into a binary string. And here's how it is. So, get the sum of the two numbers, right? Pretty self-explanatory. And sum is equal to aInt plus bInt, right? That's the sum right there. And our final step was to convert the sum back into a binary string. And good thing is that Python also has a built-in function for this. Yes, I know that's a lot of built-in functions, but there's only a couple of them that you need to remember. And binary and bin is a pretty important one. And here's how it is. Convert the sum back to a binary string. Okay? And so the inbuilt function for this is actually bin. So we have to convert sum to a bin. And then we're going to do a list slicing. If you don't get what this means, list slicing is just only considering a part of our list. And in fact, the sum, which is a string, when converted to a binary, we can list slice it to only get the part we needed. Now, the reason we're even doing this in the first place is because when we use the bin function on an integer, Python gives it a prefix of 0b, which just indicates that it's a binary string. And here's how it's going to look like. So let's say I was converting like normally by hand, to a binary string. It would look a little something like this. It would look 1, 0, right? But when I'm using the Python inbuilt function, it's going to look a little something like this. 0b, that's O, 0b, 1, 0. So what we're doing is we're just removing this prefix over here and only getting the part that we need. That's essentially what this list slicing part of it does. And if we run this, we see that it works. And that is our solution for number 67, add binary. If you look at this, it just says 41 milliseconds. But if I look at my past solutions, it beats 32%. It's not a big deal. If I look at my past solutions over here, you see that they vary, right? That's not a big deal. You should be caring about that. But I'm going to put the time and space complexity over here. And in the description, I'm going to put the explanation for that as well in the description. So that right there is our solution for add binary. All we did was take our binary strings, convert them to integers, get the sum of those two, and then convert the sum to a binary string. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.